Welcome to Ask Ms. ERP. The topic of this video is pros and cons of Cloud One. Hello everyone, Ms. ERP here. Most of the advantages or pros of cloud can be found in video number 6. What about a cloud strategy? I will cover them again here, but this time we'll point out the disadvantages or cons as well. In this video, I will refer to cloud in general terms, though most of these points really apply to PaaS or IaaS types of clouds, platform or infrastructure as a service. Think Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud Platform, IBM and Oracle and the like. There are also many smaller firms offering similar services. Depending on which ERP or other large application you use, you may be considering moving to one of these platforms. I found that I had so much to say on this topic that I have broken it into 2 videos. And software as a service, or SaaS, specific pros and cons, I will also cover in another video. One commonly mentioned advantage of cloud is its elasticity or scalability. This is appealing, as you can just pay for the IT resources that are actually consumed. Cloud provides you the ability to quickly address capacity constraints by adding additional resources such as processors, memory, or storage whenever required to support anticipated growth. The con of having this agility is that it will require you to put in place monitoring of usage to ensure that you are scaling down when you can. At one of my past companies, things got a bit out of control as there was no governance over developers spinning up new VMs, until, of course, the bills started to come in. A pro of being in the cloud is that it should provide increased stability and availability. There are a number of factors behind this. Stability really means consistency of service delivery, and a common measure of this is response time or performance. On-premise, you generally have no latency issues. This needs to be accounted for in the cloud. You may have processes that have a lot of input and output of data, and it might just be milliseconds, but when large amounts of data are being moved, those milliseconds between applications, possibly running in different clouds in different geographies, could add up. Performance tuning at the best of times is challenging, and with so many different cooks in the kitchen, they will all point at each other as the source of a performance issue. Availability really means uptime. Investigate the provider's disaster recovery and failover processes, which hopefully involves multiple data centers in disparate geographic locations. Again, watch out for latency impact in both locations. In the cloud, your service provider is usually responsible for keeping the IT components up to date. Code current, in other words. This is an obvious pro, but the con is that rapid change can mean incidents or service interruptions unless your cloud service provider testing procedures are flawless. I said quite a bit about integrations or interfaces in video number 7, Best of Breed or Integrated Systems. They're not really a pro or con of cloud, as the challenges are similar to on-premise, but external cloud connections at a level of complexity that will need to be managed. Be careful not to break up integrated processes too much, or integration costs will go sky high. Another pro is that cloud providers generally offer more robust security. Your provider is definitely incented to be extremely secure, as they wouldn't be in business for long if they weren't. A con is that they may be a preferred target for bad actors. Another con is that you may not have much visibility into their security practices. Make sure you ask them how they manage their own security. For example, provisioning and access control under the covers. Do they remove departed employee access promptly? And how are encryption keys managed, as examples? Cloud service providers are becoming better at providing standard security control reports, such as SOC 1 and SOC 2, which is definitely helping with visibility. Hopefully this information is useful to you. More to come on this subject in Pros and Cons of Cloud 2. This concludes the Pros and Cons of Cloud 1 topic. I have a number of ideas for topics for Ask Ms. ERP, but I am also hoping that you will post questions that perhaps I can help answer. There is a link on askmserp.com to email me to ask questions or suggest topics for future videos. Thanks, and see you on the next video.